I'm here to tell you, I support you, bestie. That's my shit. Listen, cancel me if you want, bitches, but it's November 3rd, okay? I am going to be listening to Christmas music every time I get in my car. Is it a tie in a big sweater, matching pajamas, so something better? Is it Gucci, like Gucci? Man, I thought I had it. No, baby, you're looking at it. Come on, wrap me up. Welcome back to another YouTube video. Your girl, bookish.bryy here. And, we are coming at you with another chaotic car vlog. Listen, car vlogs are my favorite. I want to live in the car vlogs, okay? I feel like my most true, authentic self. So as one does with all of her car vlogs, I am getting Starbucks. Here's the reason why. This is actually how my car vlog got inspired, because I got a notification this morning saying that Starbucks is stopping the pumpkin menu on the 5th. Feels like jail. I don't understand why they can't keep the pumpkin all the way throughout, like, the holiday season. I thought pumpkin, personally, maybe this is a hot take, but I still feel like pumpkin is Christmassy holiday-y. And I think that it should be available this time of year. Well, not this time of year, during Christmas time. But apparently that's a hot take. So with that being said, I am here at Starbucks to get my coffee. Okay, I gotta get the pumpkin coffee before they don't got it anymore. Also, what we're going to do today is, today we are doing Book Girly Confessions. I asked you guys to confess your unhinged bookish habits on Instagram, and now I'm about to react to them with you guys. There are some crazy ones. I will call you on that. Hey, if it's crazy, it's crazy. I'm here for it. I support it. But some of them I'm a little, but also some of them I do. So, this should be fun. Hi, can I get a grande pumpkin cream cold brew, please? That'll be all. Thank you. I'm so nervous. Okay. So, sip. Look how beautiful that one is, by the way. That is Gorgina. Oh, she's pretty. So, actually, I truly did not think this through, because I was like, I'm going to record the car vlog on my phone, because it's just way easier to record in the car on my phone, so that way, like, when I crop it, it's, like, not as zoomed in. I didn't think this through, though, because I need my phone to read the confessions. So, really, I don't know how I'm going to do this. But, it's going to be a lot of stopping and going, that's for sure. All right, first sip. I'm not drinking it with the straw, though, because if you get the cold foam and you drink it through a straw, I feel like it almost defeats the purpose of the cold foam, because you want that sip with the cold foam on top. Like, I want to mix it, and, like, when I get that sip, you need that cold foam. You'll need that cold foam sip. Fuck! No! She's a 10. Please excuse us. We're going to go enjoy ourselves. Okay. We're going to start off strong. And Bookish by Callie says she will skip to the end of a page to see what happens and then go back and read. Now, I can't do this. I can't do this. I fear I want to. I actually will get mad at myself, because sometimes my eyes will wander, and then I'm like, oh, bitch, you ruined it, you fucking slut. So, I don't always talk to my eyes like that, first of all. Only sometimes. But I do understand what you're saying, because I do know people who do this. So, do I think this is unhinged? I do. But on the unhinged scale, it's not the craziest thing I've heard. I fear I understand that one a little bit. I'm desensitized to that one. Okay, next we've got reading a book in 24 hours so you don't lose motivation. I'm going to tell you, I get this. I get this one in my soul, okay? Maybe not necessarily like 24 hours, but like I fear I'm definitely a binge reader, and I always enjoy books more when I binge read them, with an exception of a few, obviously. But for the most part, like if I don't binge read a book, for some reason, like I think I just don't get as immersed in it. And so I'm kind of like, I guess mine's more like less about motivation, more about enjoyment. But like, if I don't finish it within a short period of time, I'm kind of like, meh, was it that good? Was it? Was it really? So this I do understand for sure. Okay, now we've got, I Google what chapters are spicy before starting. Honestly, I haven't personally done that, but I see you, bestie. And I support you and I get you. I really do. I really do. I'm going to say why I don't do that personally. But I'm going to validate you in saying, yeah, period. As you should. You got to prepare because you got to let your man know when you get into them chapters, he got to be ready. Or your partner. I'm not trying to assume. You got to let your partner know, hey, honey, spicy chapter's coming. Be ready. What? But, hey, and you know what? If it's not a partner, you got to make sure you got your vibrator on deck. Okay? You got to make sure you got your toy on deck. Anyway, I'm kidding. But, I don't do this because I kind of like to be surprised. Like, I love the tension and the angst. So if I know, like, what chapter the spicy scene is going to be on, then I won't feel, like, as much angst and tension because I'm going to be more so, like, oh, I know it's coming. I know it's coming. Like, I kind of want to not know it's coming because when it happens, I want to be like, ah, baby, yeah! Yeah. Breaking spines. And I'm here to tell you, I support you, bestie. That's my shit. Listen, cancel me if you want, bitches. But, no, I'm just kidding. Don't. I love you guys. Please don't. I love you guys. I will say, like, if book's like 700 pages and up, especially if I'm reading the physical book, I'm breaking the motherfucking spine. Okay? I don't want to feel, if it's like a smaller book, okay, I'm not going to break it. Or if I'm reading it on my Kindle, I'm not just breaking spines to break spines. However, you're telling me it's a 700-page honker, and you think I'm going to read it with that tight-ass shit where I'm like, oh, it won't lay flat. No. Whop! Now it's going to lay flat, and I'm going to be able to read that hoe. So I'm with you. Okay, we're going to move the back into my house because I need my computer to help me read these confessions. These are my confessions, just when I thought I said. So I am recording in the parking lot like a weirdo. Are you like an influencer? No, I'm not. I'm just a girl standing in front of a boy. I'm kidding. BRB. All right, besties, we're back inside now. And we're going to continue these book confessions because we got some really good ones. So next one on the list, Emily says, one book at a time, and I must finish a series together. Otherwise, my brain goes, poof. Okay, I do get this. One, I can only read one book at a time. I cannot do multiple books at once. My brain will not allow me. If I pick up another book, most of the time, I don't go back to the other one. So I feel that I have to read one book at a time also. Because, like, I'm just going to get distracted and then I'm going to end up finishing one anyway. You must finish a series together. Otherwise, your brain goes, what if? Just a challenge. What if you don't like the series? Do you DNF the series or do you still finish the series? That's my question. If I get bored when I'm out, I'll open my Kindle app on my phone and zone out and read. Honestly, as you should. As you should, bestie, because listen, I'm not here to entertain other people. I'm here for my entertainment. I am out for my own entertainment. Therefore, if I'm bored, I'm going to do what I need to do to not be bored. Hey, if I made it out the house, y'all better be motherfucking making this the best moment of my life. Because if it's not, I'll read. Okay, it'll be real memorable when the fucking shadow daddy tries to kill me and then we end up fucking. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Read a smeck scene, then jump my husband. Look, period. Okay? I think you should do that. Okay? I think, hey, we do spend a lot of time reading. And I just think it's really good for our partners to benefit from that as well. Y'all think that reading is just for the person reading. It's for everybody. Everybody benefits from me reading a book. Every single person in my life benefits from me reading a book. Okay? I'll stand by that. Whatever. If I don't like a book and know I won't read it again, I give it away. Honestly, valid. I think that's so valid. And as a matter of fact, I might have some books I could give away, but at the same time, I don't know if I would want. I don't know if I do want to give it away. You know, I kind of like to have the book on hand to talk shit about. You know, like if I'm gonna talk shit about it, I want to hold it in my hand and be like, this bitch right here. But I do think that's good because hey, that's wasting. So might as well let somebody else enjoy it. I think that's honestly, that's just nice. That's just kind. I should be better. I always read the last line of a book when I start it. Now listen, I get it. My sister does this. I do indeed think you guys are a little crazy. Hey, I do indeed think it's a little crazy. But I think that this is a very common thing. I think that a lot of people do this. Honestly, explain it to me. I want to understand better. I feel like I do kind of get it though. It kind of gets you interested in the book because sometimes maybe the first chapter isn't good. So then you read the last chapter and it's like, oh, that sounds crazy. Now I do want to read the rest, right? But I can't do it. I can't do it. I like the element of surprise. This next one, Natty, my baby. Skimming until the MMC shows up sometimes. Girl, why am I not surprised? Girl, can't say I blame you. Girl, I fear sometimes the book doesn't start until the MMC shows up. Okay, because if we're reading a book that's heavy romance, this is why I love romantasy, because romantasy does really good with plot. However, if I'm not reading romantasy and it's just like dark romance or something, sometimes, not all the time, but sometimes it feels boring until you get the MMC in the picture. Sometimes nothing else matters. Sometimes I'm reading for the man, okay? It just is what it is. I get that. I physically cannot DNF a book. I'd rather suffer than be able to justify hating it. Same. I've never felt you more. I feel that so much because I'm the same way. First of all, I need closure. Even if I hate a book, I will literally suffer through it. I might skim read, but I can't finish it, especially if I'm at like 50%. I don't understand how people get 50% into a book and then just DNF it. I want to be the type of person who can. I genuinely do, because I'm like, hey, I'm wasting my fucking time here. But I can't. I need to know what happens, and I need to be able to talk my shit. So that way, if I do hate the book, my shit talking's justified. I know what the fuck I'm talking about when I said this book fucking sucks. Okay, reading the last page of a book when starting a new one. Okay, yeah, we just talked about this. I think a lot of people do this. I think this is definitely like the most common book confession I've seen, for sure. And I get it. I'm there for it, as you should. This is not my habit, but my bestie sometimes reads books backwards. Sarah, we need to have a conversation with your best friend. Listen, jail. Hey, jail. But I do need more details because I am a little bit intrigued. Does she read it backwards page by page? Or does she read it backwards chapter by chapter? Regardless, I think that one's crazy. Regardless, this one I can't understand. I want to understand it. I don't get this one. I'm not judging you, but I'm just saying everybody else is gonna. No, I'm kidding. I'm not judging. Do I think it's crazy? Yes, but hey, if you enjoy it, you do it. But particularly, I made that word up. Particularly, do you get it? Kind of like, oh, as a puzzle. Like in a puzzle kind of format, it doesn't make sense to me. Particularly, that being a made-up word makes sense. But reading a book backwards, that does not make sense to me. But do your thing, pop off. Buying multiple new series when I have tens, if not 100, already to read. Why you gotta call me out like that? I didn't feel like that was unhinged. I felt like that was normal. Now I feel crazy because I did indeed. Honestly, I have a minimum of probably 10 to 20 books that I have not read yet. Physical books at my house. And that feels valid. That feels like I should do that. As you should. It's called we gotta have a physical TBR. We've gotta have anticipation. Sometimes I know I wanna read a book and I'll put it on my Goodreads, but I'll forget about it. But if I have the physical book, I'll look at it and I'll be like, oh yeah, I wanna read that one. Sometimes I need the reminder of it physically being in front of my face. That just makes sense. Cracking my spines like my life depends on it. Again, I'm there for it. Let's do it. You wanna have a spine cracking party? I'm with you. Liking blonde MMCs more than dark ones. I have no words. Honestly, Give me a minute. Give me a minute. Why? Help me understand. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. That was so dramatic. Listen, I've seen some blonde guys and I'm like, okay, yeah, you look good. But it's something about that dark hair. It's something about that dark hair. It does it for me. It does it for me. Frankly, if I open up a book and even if he has like honey brown hair, I'm like, so it's black hair. So his hair's black. No, it's honey brown. No, it's black. Unless it's like red or copper hair. That's my exception. I do love some red copper haired men. Rain, I'm looking at you. Carrion, I'm looking at you. Lucian, I'm looking at you. Okay, that I can get behind. I can get behind that. I hate, and I mean despise Zayd Meadows. If I see him in real life, I will kill him. Well, thank the book gods he's fake because wouldn't want you to go to jail. Period. You know what? If you hate a character, you hate a character. Pop off. More for me though. More for me though, because Zayd my man. Zayd my man. That's my man. Love him personally. But, you know, I can see why he's not for everybody. I can. I truly can. So, look, I'm not hating. I think that you should stand on your business. Stand on your business, as you should. If you hate a man, look, I hate men. Most men, I hate. So, you ain't even got a reason to hate a man. Just hate him. Hate him. He's a man. He's a fucking man. There's probably a reason to hate him. So, do your thing. Aves. Hey, girl. Hey. 100% judging a book by a cover, as you should. I only judge books by their cover. I fear if it's an ugly cover, I'm not fucking reading it. And you cannot fucking make me because listen, why is it ugly? For me, you know what? That's hateful. And I shouldn't say that, but I'm going to say it anyway. For me, if the cover's ugly, I just think that the book's probably ugly. That's crazy. I don't care. I don't care. I want a pretty cover. If you were to hand me a book with an ugly cover and a pretty cover, zero chance am I going to grab the one with the ugly cover. I'm so sorry, but I'm drawn to the cover that I like. Also, I think like the cover is the vibes. I think the cover is the vibes. And I think that based on covers, you can tell the vibes of the book. It's kind of like first impressions. They say first impressions matter a lot. So my first impression of this book is it has an ugly cover. Therefore, I'm not fucking reading it. Period. Point blank. Hi, Lady Tay. Peeping the last page on purpose, knowing I'm spoiling. Look, y'all love spoilers out here. Y'all some spoiling love of hoes. Just kidding. Y'all are nice people. But hey, you know what? You want to spoil a cover? You want to spoil it for yourself? Spoil it for yourself. Who am I to judge? Who am I to judge how you want to spoil your thing? Maybe that makes you more intrigued. Period. Point blank. That's what you should do then. Next. I always read the last 2 to 3 chapters of a book after I've read the first chapter. Again, do it. You know what? I got nothing to say. Do what you got to do. I have over 400 TikToks saved with book recommendations. Yeah. I have some. If you want to go save some of mine, boost my algo. I'm kidding. Honestly, I get it. I feel like we can never have too many book recommendations. I feel like your TBR cannot be long enough. As a mood reader, I think that having a million books to read is the best way to do it. Because I can pick up a book and read the first page. And this is something I do a lot because I am a mood reader. I'll pick up the book, read the first page. And if that first page engrosses me, hey, that's the book I'm reading. That's the one I'm going to read now. I think that's a fabulous way to decide. I think it's a great idea, period, as you should. I talk to the characters I read. Same. I thought I was the only one who did this. I do this all the time. Because the thing about me is I talk to everything. I talk to inanimate objects. I talk to myself. I talk to my shoes. I talk to my hair. I talk to everything. So it's only natural. I'm going to talk to the characters I'm reading because I got something to say to you. And I be yelling at them. Hey, bitch, why the fuck did you do that? That was so fucking stupid. Oh, hey, you can't talk to me like that. Shit, I'm blushing. I think you should. Yeah, I think you should. Reading 5 chapters of a bunch of different books till I find the right one. Period. I don't do it. I don't do like 5 chapters. I'll do like 1 to 2 pages. And then I'm like, okay, which one has my attention the most? Because especially being such a mood reader, like sometimes you've got to catch me right then and there. And if you can't catch me right then and there, then I'm not going to want to read it. So I feel that. Reading spicy chapters twice, as you should. sometimes one time is not enough. If that spicy chapter hits, I need to reread it for research purposes. I'm gonna take some notes. I have 16 books started. You crazy. Respectfully. Lovingly. I don't know how you do it. I don't know how you do it. My brain will not allow me. I have to hyperfixate. I have to get stuck. Also, just curious, are you reading them all at once, or do you just have 15 started, but then you leave it and you're like, oh, I'm going to come back to this later? Because that I do. If that's the case, I definitely probably have like 6. Because I don't DNF books, but I will come back to them. You know what I'm saying? I will put you on pause. Like, I'm going to come back to you eventually, but not in this moment. You know what I'm saying? Reading the spiciest parts while I'm on the treadmill or Stairmaster. Michael, me too. Me fucking too. And then I'd be like this on my Kindle. I'm like, and then like somebody would be next to me and I'm like, and then I'm like giggling and shit. And I'm like looking at the camera. I'm like, someone watching me? I'm wondering what I'm reading. What's got me giggling and shit? Because I be giggling and smiling. And I'll do it again. I don't let anyone touch my books. And if they do, I stop reading until they put it back safely. Honestly, I think that's valid. Because people we cannot assume that everybody knows how to handle a book properly. You got people out here folding pages willy-nilly. You got people out here just, how do I know you're not going to take my book, bang it against the wall, rip a page out, walk it home, dip it in the water, drink out of it? I don't fucking know what you're going to do with my book. Don't fucking touch it. Y'all might just be, your hands are dirty. Did you wash your fucking hands before you picked up my book? Because now you're going to leave your grimy fingerprints all over my book and now I got to deal with your grimy fingerprints. Gross. I don't know if you're going to just be flicking through the pages. Maybe something falls out. Maybe you rip something. Maybe you bend something. I'm with you. Don't fucking touch my book. Don't touch it. Yeah. So that's all I have for you guys. Book confessions. We might need to do more of these because that was fun. That was fun. We might need to do more book confessions. Let me know any of your book confessions in the comments. If you have some that you want to share with the class, let us know. We'd love to hear them all. This is a safe space, guys. This is a safe space. Hit me with your book confessions, okay? Because I do some crazy bookish shit too. We are all just readers at the end of the day. We have unhinged reading things, okay? That's fine. That's valid, as we should. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love you guys so much. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoyed this video. Even if you didn't and you just want to support your girl, please do so. I will see you guys again next week for another YouTube video. I love you guys so much. Thank you. Bye.